Now, another very, very interesting story that is happening on our socials is Jackie Matubia. Now, apparently, according to a post that she put on social media, she was asked by a fan, how is it that you are so strong? And she said, I am strong because I have never had a choice to be weak. If I fold, who will save me? Who will save Jackie? That is the story. And I feel like this is a very, very common issue when it comes to especially children who are firstborns. Honestly, I don't know what child she is in her family, but in families where a daughter or a son don't have parents, which is one problem, or the older sibling, it happens a lot that within our country, especially in the Black community, the firstborn daughter or the person without the parents who is the first child in that family will end up having to take up so much on themselves, so much so that it can be weighing. But it doesn't come off as a task for you. It almost becomes an obligation. Yeah. It's almost like directly you assume that simply because I am a firstborn, I need to take up this responsibility. It's never even an argument. It's like you never even consult anyone about it. You're the firstborn, you take up the role. True. Have you experienced this in your family?
I think I have. And it's a really a responsibility that you just get. You know, you're not even told.
Yeah.
A firstborn is a co-parent.
Yep.
I remember even at some point, I started paying school fees. And then I was like, but I am not your mother.
Exactly.
And I had to sit down and have this conversation with my parent. And I'm like, hi, mom and dad. I understand that I felt like it was my responsibility. Once I start earning a few coins, I now chip in. And there's no problem with that. But I took on a lot of responsibility, and there's no one to tell me, maybe don't do that. So I had to sit down with them like, I'm feeling very overwhelmed with the responsibility that I now have. And, you know, this strong Black woman narrative is not working for me because I'm a baby girl, you know. And, you know, so early on in life, and you have all this little responsibility here. And I was feeling like I'm already a parent, but I've not enjoyed my life.
Absolutely. And it's such a thing within African communities, and even just like I feel like it's just a Black person thing, where you always have to pay Black tax. That's what it's called. When you have to pay backwards, and it annoys me very much because, first of all, let's be all the way honest. You've just started your first job, right? Let's call it 10K you're earning, and then you have to split between rent, between your clothes, between your logistics,
transport,
and the logistics, and the little money that is left. Now you have to start paying back. You have to send it to Shosho. You have to send it to which auntie whose uncle is a father of your grandfather. You have to send it to. It's just like a lot of times we end up with zero. You have no savings. You have no money left behind in case of any emergency. You are just on zero. And the problem becomes even bigger when this becomes an ongoing thing, because it's not like you pay once and then people disappear. In fact, the moment you start to pay, that's it. It's your
exactly.
task.
It's expected of you by society, by everyone. You know, when you're at a family gathering and they're like, "So you started your job?" Yes, I did. They don't even know if you're an intern or unpaid internship, or if you're just being paid basic salary, minimum salary. They don't care. You're working at here and here and here, especially for people who are in the limelight. I understand where Jackie is coming from. People see her as a celebrity, we see you on TV, so they expect this madam has money to burn. And the minute she says no, she is perceived as the bad person. You know, they don't know if she had a gig, you know, because at times when you're an artist, you never have consistent gigs. Maybe you're doing a TV series for these 2 years. After that, it's maybe like a few months looking for a new gig. So they don't understand that. As long as I see you on TV, you have money. They don't care if we shot this episode 3 years ago, and because of funds, it's not being airing right now. They don't care about that. All they want to know is, can you give us this? You are a strong woman. You're making it. Please don't forget your people.
Yeah, and I completely love the fact that she's saying this, that she's a strong woman and she's always had to do this. But I feel like it goes back to just our families. Let's try and be reasonable, you know? If I am below the age of 30, in fact, if I am below the age of 35, kindly let me make my own first. Let me try and build my empire. I will invite you later, but I have to build it. I have to start from somewhere. If I'm always taking these things back, there's no way I'm ever going to make any money.
True.
But at the end of the day, it has to start with you. You in your family. Are you paying Black tax? And are you in a position to continue paying black tax? If you can't, you need to have this conversation with your parents. I know we keep saying have your conversation with your partner, your partner, your partner. Now you need to talk to your parents.
Yeah.
Now you need to talk to your uncle, who's your auntie, who's your brother. You know, now you need to have that conversation with these people, okay? Let us know what your thoughts are on this particular story. And congratulations. Actually, I love the fact that she's still standing up on her own. And now she has a baby. Ooh, it's going to be amazing. She's going to be an awesome mom. 0770-729-366. Do you think it is fair that in African homes, in black people homes, we have to pay it backwards?